there you are. There's a weird light glare right there. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I wanted to finally make a video about light body activation for y'all. It's been so damn long. I mean, I got videos on my YouTube going back like 2 years, I think, talking about it. But let's just take a deep breath. Exhale and try to get it done. All right. Well, as you can see, we exist in duality, unfortunately. It's, it's a place of learning where we go to experience evil and good and how they interact with each other so that we can grow and learn from the experiences. So to symbolize that duality, we're going to start with the breath, the inhale. What's the inhale? To me, the inhale is a receptive, pulling, negative charge energy. So that's your inhale. And then your exhale is a positive charge, pushing energy. So what you want to do is focus your attention meaning putting your mind's eye on it. Just as I am now putting my mind's eye on my camera. That's what I mean. Like, here's an example. I always talk about this, and I'm sure nobody understands what the fuck I'm talking about when I say it. When I say attention, intention. Here's an example of what I mean, okay? Look at your finger right now. Look at it. Start to feel your heartbeat in your finger. Do you feel it? You should. If you're focusing on your finger, you should start to feel your heartbeat in your finger. This is what I mean by attention, okay? And what's happening is your mind is creating a standing wave in your auric field and the waveform frequency of your field, okay? You put your attention, let's just say you put your attention on your genitals, what starts to happen? You start to get aroused. You start to feel a little tingle down there. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by attention. It's extremely powerful. Back to the negative pulling and the positive pushing charges. So I consider that attention, that mental emanation, to be positively charged. And I consider the heart to be a negatively charged. And I don't mean evil by negative. It's not a negative thing when I say that. It just means the negative charge. Think about it electromagnetically. Electro meaning positive charge, magnetic meaning negative charge, pulling things towards it, okay? So when you take your inhalation, you want to use your attention, your mind, to focus up and think of white light energy, for example. So you have your attention on it. And now with your inhalation, you want to pull it in. What you're using is your heart field and your intention. Okay, so like the attention is connected to the mind, the thoughts, and your intention is connected to the heart and your feels, your intent. And I didn't read that in no fucking book. That's just what I've come to realize myself as of late, after my Kundalini awakening. Everything has so much to do with duality, okay? And what we're seeking is the trinity in between that duality, okay? The neutral 0 point. If you think of life, positive, negative, life, death, as a pendulum swinging, right? Well, there's a middle point. And in that middle point is where you find God or source. We call it the neutral 0 point, true neutral. For example, a child, okay, is the closest to that 0 point because they are not yet polarized by puberty, okay, and by sexuality. They're not polarized into duality as much as we are as adults. So that's why a child, their third eye is open, they're so innocent and full of life and wonderment. They're closer to God, is what that means. So anyway, going back to attention, intention. What you put your attention on will start to charge with the electromagnetic energy coming off of your heart field. And with your intention, with your heart, you can move and direct that energy and utilize it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So what you want to do in light body activation is pull in that white light neutral God energy and use it. Use it to heal your body, use it to conduct rituals, use it to connect back into the ether or God or spirit, chi, plasma, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. So, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's really hard. But let's just take our time here. You want to pull in that white light energy and direct it along the major pathways or energy centers of the human body, okay? Down the center of your body resides 7 chakras, okay? There is one on top of your head, the crown. There's one in your third eye. There's one in your throat. There's one in your thymus, which is kind of an extra one outside of the main 7. You have your heart, your solar plexus, and then you're down here, your sacral, and then down in your crotch area, down in your coccyx area, you have the root chakra. What you need to do first to activate the light body is breathe in and direct that white light, that chi, that God source energy, that neutral energy. Inflate those energy centers along the main 7, okay? And then once you've done that, I'm not going to go through the whole process right now. I'm just going to give kind of like a broad, look at it. Once you fill up those 7, this is how you activate your aura completely and have the multidimensional experiences. You'd want to then activate all 9 chakras. So there's another one even above your crown chakra, and then one below your feet connecting to the earth. So the soul star chakra connects to the sun, and then the earth star chakra connects to the earth. And once you do that, it like opens a stellar gateway that you can then astral project through and multidimensionally travel through. So I don't say this enough. I really don't. I don't give enough disclaimers or warnings, but this isn't a fucking game. Like, the stuff that I'm talking about, this isn't some fantasy. This isn't some dogmatic new age fucking just placebo effect type shit. There's an actual science to this stuff, okay? It's called plasma physics. And if you want to look deeper into the science of what I'm talking about, I suggest you look up Dan Winter. He's an electrical engineer, and he has so much material that you could spend a lifetime trying to go over and figure out. But I'm here just to speak in layman's terms and kind of give y'all an idea, okay? So you want to breathe in that energy, activate the main energy centers, okay? But you got to consider the duality. Okay, let's talk about it like this. So basically, to be able to turn on your multidimensional powers, you need to activate your aura, or your torus, or your torsion field, or your electromagnetic field, or your Merkaba, okay? And what that is a spherical, what's called toroid. And if you want to look it up on Google Images, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I post about it all the time. And the reason I do that is because it's so fucking important. Toroids, nesting in toroids is what creation is made of. For example, how an embryo develops, or a cell splits. One little one turned into 2, 3, 4, 5. The whole universe is made of these toroids. And what you're trying to do here is turn on your toroid, or your aura, or your electromagnetic field. And the way you do that is inflating those main 7 centers with the attention and intention, and then the 9 centers. Okay, so like I was saying before, this isn't a fucking game. If you follow my instructions and my techniques, you will have experiences that can alter your life forever. And I'm not necessarily talking in a positive way, okay? If you're not ready mentally, especially mentally, for this stuff, you can have some really life changing for the bad experiences, okay? Because it's not all love and light out there. There are a plethora of beings in a plethora of realms, and a lot of them don't have your best interest in mind. So I just want to put out the disclaimer right now. But you're not gonna have these experiences from just what I'm giving you right now. There's so much more to it. There's for instance, not only do you need to activate those chakra energy centers, but you also need to activate your kundalini energy. Okay, and I can tell you how to do that. And I have given a lot of it away in some of my YouTube videos. But listen to me, if you're not strong enough to have those kind of experiences, those out-of-body experiences, and they can get really scary sometimes, then do not listen to what I'm about to tell you, all right? Just stop right now. I know it sucks, but hey, it's better safe than sorry, right? But if you feel like you're strong enough, like you're capable, listen to me, okay? I feel like a bad boy right now telling you this. I mean, it's not a fucking joke. This shit's for real, dude. I mean, the mainstream doesn't even acknowledge it. It's like pseudoscience and, fuck that. This shit's been around for thousands of years by whole shit tons of different cultures. And it's fucked up to say, but the human being is meant to be this way. You are turned off right now. You're deactivated, okay? And it's not your fault. We were born this way, We were thrown into toxicity. And what I'm trying to do here is return you to your divinity and help you remember your godhood, okay? And so you need to activate those major 7 and then 9 Tauruses, okay? And we need to talk about how Tauruses work, okay? So there's a bunch of little Tauruses inside your body running down the center, and then there's a bigger one, a full one that is activated when all the little ones are activated, okay? So there's like a helical motor running down the center of your body, and each time those positive and negative charges lap like that, they make that vaginal or vesica Pisces, the shape of the fish, the almond shape. Each time those charges lap like that down the center of your vessel, a toroid is opened, okay? So an easy way to activate the chakras is by using your intention, like I said before, the standing wave, to envision, like focus on the area of your heart chakra, for example, and just envision like 2 spheroids going spinning like this, there. And seriously, that's all you have to do is envision it in your mind's eye. Feel it and see it, okay? Attention, intention. Envision them spinning like this. And you'll start to feel your heartbeat there. You start to feel the energy flowing there. And what's happening? The 2 spheroids, what's in the middle of them? The vesica Pisces. Okay, and that's key. It opens up the gateway, the 0 point portal, okay? So there's this helical pattern with all these vesica Pisces gateways running down the center of your body, and then there's the big one. And a good easy way to get your aura inflated or expanded is just like I said, envision a big spheroid running down this part of your body, half of your body, and then another one, the other half of your body. And for you, it would be outward. So like your right side, you would envision the sphere rotating clockwise, and if your left side, you envision the sphere rotating counterclockwise. And what's in the middle? Like I said, the vesica Pisces. So this creates a vesica Pisces running down the center of your body where all those little ones are. Okay, so you have to activate all the little vesica Pisces by attention, intention, envisioning the toroids. So you go, if you want to do this step by step, vision all 7, go through them, turn it on with your attention, intention, turn it on with your attention, intention, and this takes discipline. And that's why I'm not really worried about anybody achieving this that's not ready, because the people that are ready, they're gonna fucking put in the work because they want it. They're fucking ready. So I'm not gonna feel bad sharing this information. You know, take what resonates, leave the rest. So turn on the little toroids, and then the big fucking toroid will turn on. And once you do that, then you want to turn on the 9, the extra 2, soul star, and the earth star below your feet. And then that, according to Dan Winter and according to all of my experiences, which is hundreds now, it creates like a 0-point portal that you can then leave your body and have all kinds of experiences, good and bad, like I said. So what happens with the Kundalini awakening, it basically, if you consider that the torsion field and the little toruses and your aura, you consider that like a car motor. What the Kundalini is like a jet fuel for that motor, okay? And that, if you want to turn that on, that's really how you're going to have these out-of-body experiences and shit like that. So if you're a beginner, you need to start just practicing turning on your chakras or your toruses, down your major 7 and then 9, and then work on inflating your aura. You will start to feel them. This isn't a fucking joke. I'm not talking out of my ass. This isn't a fantasy thing, okay? You might not feel it at first, but if you keep practicing and doing the breath work, just do it before bed at night. That's what I did for 3 years. And then all of a sudden I was a fucking pro at it. It just felt like any other function of my body. I can literally feel my chakras, okay? I can feel them moving. I can feel them activating. I can feel when they're blocked, okay? So here's a little thing that's weird, for example, is if I'm looking at my phone too long, the energy will get stuck there, right there. And then my sinuses will plug up. And then that's when I realize, damn, I'm in my head too much. I need to move this energy. So what I do is I start envisioning the toroids overlapping like this over my 3rd eye chakra. And then I pull the energy down in my throat, heart, and then I cycle it through the 7 and then my aura like this. And my fucking sinuses will unplug, okay? This isn't a joke. This isn't, you know, maybe it is metaphysical because you can't see it. But what it is just energy. We see a sliver of the electromagnetic spectrum. So, of course, you can't see it. You can see it, however, when you're fully activated. You can see with your mind's eye. You can see multidimensionally. So, I'm struggling to decide whether to tell you more about how to activate Kundalini, but where you need to start with the light body activation is with the major 7, then the 9, and then the full aura. And like I said, attention, intention, inhale, exhale. Remember, inhale is negative, exhale is positive. You're pushing, giving, positive. Inhale, pulling, receptive, magnetic. So yeah, you have all the fucking shit that you need to achieve this in your body, your heart and your mind. So, in attention, intention, that's my little saying. So I think I'm gonna save the Kundalini stuff for another video because it's already at 20 minutes. So I love you guys, and I hope this helps somebody out there. All right, have a good weekend.